Well, this has actually turned into quite the project, and for one, my phone kept wanting to overheat, so nice and flat. All right. Well, baby chicks got moved outside, so they're all fully feathered. And right now, our temps have been doing good. Obviously, Elvis has already shown interest, and even Max came over to the fence to say, "Hey, what's going on?" And even Giggles is getting big, starting to get feathers. He'll come out in a little bit. Say hi. Say hi. All right. Brace some bit. Alright, so I actually got all of the holes drilled. Don't know how much of that y'all seen before it shut off. Apparently my phone was completely full and it was no longer able to store data, so I had to go on and erase some stuff from the trash just be able to make room. But there we go, got some nice holes all the way through. Already tested the bolt, and I'm actually going to have roughly 2 3/4, almost 3 inches worth of standoff between these posts and the metal post. So that's plenty enough to be able to, you know, fit slabs of rock in between the two. So I think it's gonna look nice. All right, well, it's time to call today quits. So I'll see you in the morning. Okay, so lo and behold, this is actually the bit I was looking for. I had it with my drill, duh. So, well, even though I already made marks with this, I'll just get all of these to look the same. It's going to have like a little bit of a recess, and then I'm going to come back in with the bigger bit on the bottom, like I was wanting to do with this one. I just try to set it like right there on the point of where those two came in, and I think that will look a lot gooder. So. See if I can see. Lessons learned. Make sure the camera's recording. All right, so basically what you see that I've done is go ahead and offset these to the metal pole is going to be on this side, right? So like I said, I'm going to set these first. So this bolt will basically be sticking through here like that. Okay. And it's, I mean, it sticks out a good about ish. Since I pretty much have the cedar posts figured out for the most part, it's done enough to where now I'm just waiting on concrete so I can drill the holes for the studs. But I do need to take care of the metal poles, just a little bit of preservation on that. So let's head up there and show you what I'm going to do with that. All right, so coming up here, you look at the post. Well, this one, right, just has some of this bigger rust verdigris. Right, I'm not going to get it all off. Not too worried about the bracket, but sorry if that's loud. I just wanted to get off some of this big stuff. I know that's loud. I apologize. Trust me, it's right in my ear too. So I think that's okay, because I mean some of this little surface rust is going to get converted because of that. But I don't think I have any major stuff on this side. It's just, I mean, this one's pretty good. Other than the concrete at the top because of the nephew put the pole in upside down. So this side actually had a bolt holding the post in place, so it could only go in one way. This one had a bracket like this on either side to basically hold that in place so it won't pull back out, right? At least not easily. But anyway, if you're using this stuff, so this is the Osfo, right? You can kind of see, not sponsored, but Osfo stops rust and prepares for painting if you're going to paint. So all this really does is it stops the oxidation of the rust, and it'll turn the post black. And then you can come back over here and paint it if you want, but we're not going to. We're just going to cover it with rocks. So basically you just come up, get you a good helping heaping of it, get it all over your post. Yeah, I mean, concrete doesn't really like it too much. It is acidic, I'm sure. So, and even if you miss some of that really heavy, deep pitted rust, you know, some of the stuff kind of like this one right here, it's fine. Just hit that, it's going to stop that too. And it's going to put a nice coating. But like I said, we're going to cover this up anyway. So you're not even going to see the metal post. And I don't know if we've decided if we want to do lights out here. If we do, it'd have to be solar light. We'd have to incorporate that into the system with a gate. There will be, you know, solar panels out here for the gate. we wouldn't be able to put the light. Well, I don't know. I haven't even looked at the booking and everything. So if you've watched the last video, right, we did the unboxing because I pulled out the books, and I still haven't fully read. I just breezed through it, but I haven't fully read through it yet to even see like if I can incorporate lights directly into the system. That'd be kind of cool if it can go directly. Which with this also definitely make sure that you're in a well ventilated area, because it'll tear you up if you're in a room. Obviously, just watch for splatter. Use safety glasses, right? I have on my glasses. Try not to breathe it in whenever I'm downwind. But there we go. I think that's pretty well covered. Try to get it off the try to get it off the concrete. What do? You spread it on the concrete more. Get rid of some of this big flaky stuff. There you go. And try not to get it on your hands. Obviously I have in the past. Wear gloves. Wear all the PPE that it calls for, right? I know. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard that one. Do as I say, not as I do. And of course, I come all the way out here. I didn't bring a tripod, so if you're catching some of this, you're catching some of it. If you're kind of looking off to the distance like that, then I apologize. I'm trying to show you the whole process. Let's see how it flakes, or it just starts bubbling up that concrete. It's prepping, it's cleaning. So I try not to get too much of that right there at the base. Don't want it seeping down and destroying the bond. I do want to get all the way around. Ooh, this stuff stinks. It stinks. Just about got it. Just about got it. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. And then boom, that's it. Not a whole lot of, and even with this stuff, even though I've been using it, dipping the brush in there, doing all that stuff, guess what? I pour it right back into the bottle. That way I can use it again. Yeah, I mean, I probably have poured this out, poured it back into this bottle at least 30 times, at least. But that's all done, skis. So let me get my chipping hammer. If it will stay in my pocket, we'll see. But see, I mean, it looks nice and shiny. And then, like I said, once that process is done, it'll turn those things like jet black. Well, that one over there's with the concrete on it, it's probably going to turn a different color, but that's fine. Let's see if I can't carry a little more of this stuff, a little gooder. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's it for that. So now we're heading back and getting into I'll probably give that about another day, and then I think it'll probably be okay to drill, you know, because that'll be two full days of cure time. I mean, obviously concrete, you know, the longer you let it sit, the more it's going to cure. And then, I mean, there's some concrete out there, you know, that, I mean, kind of like example, Hoover Dam, right? That thing was built ages ago, and it probably still has, or they suspect it still has, wet concrete in the middle of that thing where it hasn't cured. And I believe it. I believe it. So, yep. Now that there, I mean, the size that, it would probably take at least a week, you know, to fully cure. But I'll give it another day and then drill a hole into it, and then go ahead and set those posts. But for me, it's going to be, you know, a day and a half. For y'all, it's going to be in a blink of an eye. So see you in a sec. I got everything loaded up, and obviously videos are taking a lot longer to get out because I've been having computer issues. So that's one of the reasons why this video took so long to get out. But anyway, let me get this brought up to the front. I do have a drill that I need power for, so I'm gonna have to come back and grab the generator, get that rigged up here, and then we'll get that over there as well. But anyway, I'll see you up at the front. All right, whew, man, that thoroughly. Kicked my butt. So, let me see. Well, this has actually turned into quite the project. And for one, my phone kept wanting to overheat. So, yeah, I had to let it cool down. But anyway, I was actually able to drill into the concrete just using the normal drill. I do have the stud in there, but I was not able to get the nut on her. But if you look, it holds it. It's not going to kick out the bottom, so that's fine. And then I got the one bolt here, and then unfortunately my hole in the post and my hole in the metal did not 100% line up, so I'm going to need to re-drill this. Plus, for whatever reason, this hole is up here and this hole over here is down here, so they're like going at an angle like that. So I'm just going to re-drill another hole over here, kind of try to come straight through to, because this hole is only off by maybe 1/8 of an inch. So I'll try to get that, you know, basically a hole on top of this one, hole on top of this one. File it out if I need to. It's fine. If this hole is bigger than what it needs to be, it's going to be covered up anyway, because we're going to have rocks, you know, up to probably here, you know, enough to be able to cover both posts. But so far we like it, and I do plan on putting rocks actually all the way around the bottom of the post to kind of hide that plastic cap as well. But we'll have rocks going all around the ledge of the concrete, and there'll just be a little bit of concrete sticking out on this side, which is all right. So, but man, that is looking pretty. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. But yeah, it's kicking my butt. Kicking my butt. So I'm gonna have to come finish this one tomorrow, and hopefully the computer is okay today. I don't know. Obviously you're watching this, so you know that I got it fixed. But man, this has turned out to be a long project. Oh, the things you have to do to get power in areas you don't have power on the property, like way down at the end of the driveway. Hey, it works though. And I had to put new tires onto this, and let me tell you, that was a chore, but I got it done. I got it done. Okay, back up to the front. A whole new morning. Like I said, I got this one set in, so hopefully the camera, my phone, will not overheat, and I'll be able to kind of show you a little more on that post there, kind of what we did. And then once I get the other post in, we'll get this thing wrapped up. I'll probably do this one off camera, but I do want to kind of show you on that one what I did, hopefully without the phone overheating. So let's get to work. All right, so actually the problem that I had with the other post was the holes that I drilled, the back side where it's actually going up against this post here. I took those measurements for drilling these holes from the front of the post. Well, these holes going all the way through weren't like 100% straight. So the measurement from the front to the back, so I mean this one was almost dead on, maybe a 1/16 of an inch. But this one over here was actually, the center of the hole was off by 1/8. Which is, I mean, not a lot, but whenever you're trying to get a bolt to go through there, that's what happened with that other one, is that I was off by 1/8 of an inch. And that's the reason why, is because I took the measurement from the front of the log, or the post, not the back. And it caused me to be off. This time, this one, like I said, lessons learned. I measured from the back of the post, get my holes for here, and then I did drill on both sides of that one instead of going all the way through. I just drilled on both sides, and I do think that worked out better, but I still got to redo that one, at least the top hole. The 54 and the 8. Double check it. Yeah. As it should be. So yeah, I tried to. Oh, you probably saw because I slowed it down or tried to slow it down. Drill came around, whack, smacked me right in the side of the head. I've already had issues with this thumb, with ligaments and stuff in this thumb, and yeah, that's what hurt the worst, was it twisted my thumb, but still got it done. And then I don't know if you're able to tell, but I actually was stick the drill bit all the way through, and then you kind of, it's called Waldron, southern word, right? Waldron it out just to make the hole a little bigger, because I don't have a step bit yet, which is a drill bit that has different steps on it to making the hole bigger. Yeah, this one bit is $40, so but this should be fine. I'm at least gonna get it on here. I'll get it leveled out with just one bolt in there. That way I can mark out the base onto the concrete, pull it back off, drill the hole, and then get the stud into the concrete, put it back on there, and then get our bolts in. So, let me turn you off quick because Mom's coming around. She's loud sometimes. Let's see if we can't get these bolts to line up. Unlike the last time, yeah, that one looks like it will do just fine. That one will do just fine. So I guess I learned my lesson and I improved upon it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this back out because I want to install these studs to the timber, and then well, no, I'm just gonna set it up temporarily because I still need to mark the concrete, because then I got to take it back off. So because I have to be able to set this post onto that stud and then put my bolts back through. Another lesson learned on that side. So 2 1/8. best. So you guys to go back to the shop because I don't have my pencil. That one's almost full. Dead nuts. Looks good right there. Like it. Mark it. Oh yeah, I gotta go get my pencil. Be right back. Okay, got the pencil. And just letting you know that I didn't necessarily turn off the camera because Mom's walking through and that because she's loud, which she is, but no, it's because like 99.9% of the time, Mom speaks Spanish. Even though, yes, she does know how to speak English. She was actually born in the States. But when she's talking to her mom basically only speaks Spanish. So going through, I'm the one that edits all the videos, so I don't speak Spanish. So, you know, to be able to keep it, you know, family friendly without Gladys having to come through and verify, you know, things that they're talking about is safe to put on the channel because, right? We try to keep it family friendly around here. I'm not opposed to cursing, but I try not to put that stuff on there or just anything, you know, that I don't know what we're talking about. So unless I have, which I'm not saying that they're sitting there having a dirty conversation. It's just, I don't know without having to pull Gladys away from whatever she's doing to help me edit, right? So it's just easier to turn off the camera. But anyway, back to, so I just marked the corners. Then I pull it back out. I draw the cross to figure out where I need to drill for the concrete. And I've never done this before, so I'm learning as I go. X marks the spot. Gonna get loud, but I'll try to lower the volume. let's see if we can't get this up on here. You still recording? Yeah, you're still recording. Don't block the shot, Anson. All right. Cool, that lined up. Let me bring it in a little closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. This one I was actually able to get the nut on the bottom post. I wasn't able to do that on the other side. I think I drilled into concrete a little too deep. What did I do with the nuts? All right, so to this, I need to put a flat washer. Nuts. Another nut. This is kind of the slow and tedious process, because now I got to turn both of these. Basically until I can get another, which I didn't put a washer on that side. Oh well, it'll be okay. Flat washer, then a nut on this side. Then I tighten this one down until the head of the bolt gets sucked into the wood. Like I said, get it nice and taut. Okay, then from here, I use my level. I turn this one until my post is level. I like it. Hold it there. And tighten down this one. Double check. And moved a little bit. That's fine. Okay. And this way should already be level because that stud doesn't allow that to move. That's solid, which looks great. Do the same thing with the top bolt. One gate post. Oh, technically 2 gate posts because this is the second one. But now I got to go fix the other one. I'll show you right quick. I'm gonna fix this off camera, but whenever I put this through, it's off by 1/8 of an inch. I think I can get this hole over here wallered out like I did the other side, but this side over here, because if you look at the direction of the holes, whenever I put the bolt through, see how that is leaning? Yeah, this hole was way low, so I'm gonna drill a new hole over here on the top, and then once I do that, I'll get this side over here wallered out some, which I could probably waller this side first and then drill this hole second. So yep, let me take care of that and bring you right back. All right, I think I got it. And of course, now that I'm about to wrap up, the wind's gonna pick up. But this one took a lot of convincing. So yes, I did. I was able to widen out that hole on the backside, and then drilled a new hole over here, which dang near yanked the drill out of my hand because it caught a piece of the metal and I just went, and yanked it right out of my hand like before. But at least this time it didn't hit me in the side of the head, so that's good. And I have one washer here and another washer on the other side that I still need to put on. I don't have those yet. Boom, we got posts. Well, let me move some stuff out the way so we can do a final look. Well, there we go, friends. So this is the final look of setting the cedar post as I continue to build our driveway gate from scratch. Don't worry about the gate sitting there. We're not using that. That's actually the old gate that used to sit here, could, back when we first bought the property, and we really had to widen out this area a lot just to be able to get the house in. So now that that is done, we're getting this gate built, all thanks to Topens for sending out the stuff. So next up is hinges, and well, I still got to buy those, but next up is going to be building the gates themselves. I'll do that back over at the shop site, and then once they're all said and done and I got the hinges on site, then it's time to hang them and then install that system that we got from Topens. So all right, y'all, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this series of the build part 4. If you've missed out on the first 3 parts, definitely go back and check those out. It's greatly appreciated. But we have another video that you can check out right here. If you'd like to stick around a little bit longer, we have the whole year's playlist on this side. icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out. And last but not least, get out there, thank a veteran with every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.